Hear me out. Hear me out. I know you want to get your information removed from your credit report ASAP in 24 hours. Listen, if that's something you want to do, then by all means do it. That's included in for free inside of my community if you want access to it. But before you do that, before you remove your information, see if it's a way for you to leverage that incorrect information. What do I mean? You see, a lot of people are screaming from the rooftop, update your information, clean up your, get your addresses removed, your name, make sure. That's all true. All of those things can work depending on your goal and your objective. If your objective is to get certain collections and things removed, then that can work. But before you do that, I want you to understand that if there is something in error about your report to the tune of your name, your address, or any other details dealing with your contact and personal information, I want you to think critically for a second. When it comes to restoring your credit, some of the main things that get things deleted is errors, inaccuracies, information that's outdated, or code violations. For the most part, those are the things that get things deleted. So if errors, inaccuracies, things that are outdated are at the top of reasons to get things deleted, and your personal information is incorrect, which is an error, which is an inaccuracy, and your address is incorrect because you no longer live there, you used to, which means that it's outdated, then that puts you in the perfect storm of a credit profile that has personal information that has errors, inaccuracies, and information that is outdated. I hope that registered. I'm going to let that sit right there for a second, because you already have an opportunity by your information not being correct. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? So a lot of times people jump to correct that information, making themselves really easier to find, because if they see you got one name, one address, when the debt collectors come, they know exactly where you are because you've given them the specifics. So that's a whole nother conversation. But if you understand what I just said about the fact that you already have errors, inaccuracies, and outdated information on your profile, now that positions you to posture yourself and say, okay, when it comes to my name and my address, that's a part of my billing information. How are they going to send you anything without your name and your address? Very important. So if that's a direct reflection of my billing information, what kind of error could that be? A billing error. Absolutely. See, now you're with me. So if that's a billing error, then what can a billing error be leveraged to enhance my credit score? In what way can it be leveraged to enhance my credit score? Oh, my account showed that I had some late payments. My account showed that this item was in default or charge off. My account showed that I had this collection, etc. But let's stick with the initial one, what I said with late payments. Because a lot of times people think about just getting so many things deleted. Well, if you had a late payment on your vehicle, on your auto loan, same thing, mortgage, credit card, personal loan, in many cases, you probably had tons of on-time payments. So it wouldn't make sense to delete that whole account, right? What you want that account to do is be updated to a more positive status, not deleted. So if you have discovered that you have a billing error, now you can say, hey, billing error. You don't have to specify. You can say, hey, billing error. And, they'll look at your personal information from the standpoint of a billing error. And I've done this for clients. So I'm not speaking hearsay. This is things that I've done for clients. But if you look and see, oh, you got a billing error, and then you request, hey, please update this to never late. Please update this to positive, never late status. Based on the billing error, when they go to look at your billing error and they see that these things don't match across the board or is conflicting information, it enhances the chances you getting those late payments updated to positive, or the late payment deleted, removed, but the account stays in hand intact. And this can work for closed accounts too. So for example, say you had a car that you paid on, and say you paid it off. Say you had it for 5 years, you paid it off, and it had a late payment or two on there. Well, that means that you had years of on-time payments, but this account is not showing 100%. Well, if you had a billing error and you disputed it based on a billing error, and you requested for them to update it to positive status, never late, then that can happen from a credit reporting agency standpoint, meaning Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. You point out the error, that can update to 100% on-time payments just based off of you leveraging your personal information. Very important, and this can work for open accounts as well. Now, with everything, when it comes to disputes, everything, and I'm not saying this is a cookie cutter 100%, it works every time, but it has worked multiple times over and over, even if it's not the first round. So that being said, now you put yourself in the mindset of, oh, before I update this information, let me leverage this information. Because once you update the information and everything is on point, you can no longer say that there's a billing error, because there's only one name, one address, and it all matches. How's there a billing error? So you missed the opportunity to leverage the fact that you had a billing error on your credit report. Now, from there, if you decide, you know what, it's not working, or if you decide, you know what, I'm ready to go ahead and update my personal information based on, whatever, then go ahead and use the inquiry removal, hack. And a lot of times making a phone call can do it. Letters can work and do it. A lot of times you can do it inside their portal. Now, inside their portal, they do have some rules and regulations on what you agree to when you do things inside their portal, but you can do it inside their portal. If you want access to my 24-hour inquiry hack removal, basically, it's included for free inside of my private group. In the private group, you get access to that for pennies, but that group puts you in a position to better your credit, build your credit. You get access to letters. I'm always adding things to it, so the things that I add to it, you get access to as well. It shows you how to make money if you want to earn income as well. It shows you how to get commission or compensation, because I pay an affiliate fee. And if you take advantage of how I show people how to launch their credit business, you can even launch your own credit business using information inside the group. And if you want to take it to the next level, then you're investing to the higher ticket package. But the flip side of that is you can be an affiliate for the high ticket package and get a commission of $1,000+. That's a whole nother conversation though. Not a lot of people want to, market a product that can get them $1,000 payout. I understand. If that ain't what you want, you don't want $1,000 payout, you'd rather get, $10 here for affiliate, $50 here for affiliates, stick with that. But if you want the $1,000 commission that I will pay you by selling that product or inviting people in the group, and then if they buy because of you, basically inviting them into the group, then hey, that offer is on the table. But understand the fact that you can leverage the error that came from the information not being accurate, the information being outdated, the errors that are already on your report. And so many people have errors on their report that they're wanting to throw away in 24 hours to get it updated. I get it. And it looks good from a funding standpoint when you have all your information intact. I get it. But you always got to trace the source of the information. And who benefits the most by all of your information being identically correct? Your name, your spell. Not really. I mean, you can if you do it from a funding standpoint and everything is intact. But the people who are looking for you benefit greatly because they see exactly where you're at. They know exactly how to find you exactly when they want to. Think critically, and it'll change the game for you. Hopefully this was helpful to you. Take advantage and join the community so you can get access to all the tools, resources, and everything that I mentioned, the things that I didn't even mention that can benefit you as well. Mr. Smith signing out. Salute.